100,000 copies is not a limited edition, and it's definitely not a test pressing. There's not a lot of people selling 100,000 records, period. And this is 100,000 test press copies. See, when I find a test pressing from the 70s and 80s, you know that those are limited to probably around 100 copies. Maybe, if you're lucky. Most of the time, it's even less than that. That makes test pressings worth it, in my opinion, because those are really, really hard to find copies of the record that you're looking for. Something that's been really bothering me lately is the amount of test pressings that have been popping up. And they're selling these as a pre-order. This is 100% a marketing ploy. There is nothing rare about this. 100,000 copies sold for $30. They're now selling on eBay for close to $300. I get the demand, but the second they actually release this album, the price of the quote-unquote test pressings is going to come way down. It's not going to be very hard to find these. I get it. There's color variants, there's cover variants, there's limited editions, and even when they get up to like 5 to 10,000, you kind of start realizing that it's not very limited edition and it's pretty easy to get your hands on those. What this really is a variation of the final product. If you want to call it a test press to try to sell more product, that's fine. And I'm seeing other websites like this offering test pressing pre-order. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, awesome, Sublime and Weezer test pressings, cool. And then I click on it and it says to pre-order and it's limited 1 per customer. Well, what if 50,000 people buy the test pressing? Then it's not very rare, is it? It's actually more rare to find the blue Walmart pressing than it is the test pressing. So what makes it unique? It's the same exact album, but it has no cover, it has no label, and it's nothing different than what you can get on a normal album, but they're labeling it test pressing. Maybe I'm not understanding it right. So if somebody can please explain to me what makes these test pressings so sought after. 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 copies of a test pressing is not hard to find. Please tell me what made you buy it. Did you think that you were getting a product that was going to be really rare, hard to find, and valuable? Or did you just want it for the variation of the actual album? And not so much the $30, because I can understand spending $30 on a record, but now they're going for like $300. If you bought that for $300, why? Really curious.